This is your OnlyFans and I'm going to show you how to fix it. Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you how to actually stop your subscribers from leaving your OnlyFans account. Now, most creators are doing everything right and are still plateauing, and here is why. So I have put together a very in-depth and informative step-by-step guide on how to actually stop your subscribers from leaving. As you can see here, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process and I'm not leaving any stone left unturned. And if you stay until the end, I promise you, your subscribers will stay for at least 60% longer than they are already currently staying for. Now, here is some proof within my own business of no plateau with our clients. So why am I qualified to show you about people not plateauing? Well, look, here's some of our creators who have broke past that plateau and keep their subscribers and have an extremely low churn rate. Example one, here we have a creator that did $13,452.25 in a single day. We have another creator here who was up 624% on a 30-day growth with $14.7 thousand. We then have a creator here in the top 0.01%. Now, this is our prestige standard. We have another creator here that did just over $3,000 in 24 hours, up 95%. We then have another creator who did $15,200 in 7 days. As you can see, I know what I'm talking about and we do actually deliver results. Now, you may be wondering, if you're new here, who am I? Now, I am Dylan, founder of Prestige Partners Agency. Now, we work directly with our creators and we do not manage you from a distance. We make you the priority and we are very hands-on. Okay, so this is Prestige Partners. This is my business partner, Matt here. And this is a content day in which we put on for some of our clients. And here is us filming some content. Now, something else I want to add into here is we are in the top 100 agencies. Yes, the top 100 agencies. Here you go, here is the proof. Now, we have managed over 150 creators and counting. We manage creators in the top 0.01%, and we have a combined 5+ years experience in creator management. Now, let's get straight into it. Here are 10 things that are killing your retention, and here is how to fix every single one. First of all, I want to walk you through this churn reduction series. Now, these are actual strategies that we use within our business. So, number one is rebuild campaigns. So this is winning back fans who have their renew switched off or have already unsubscribed. Now, we do this by using a personalized creative video that will feel direct, genuine, and impossible to ignore. So what it is, we identify two groups of fans. So those with the renew off and those who are fully expired. And then we send each group a short but safe for work and teasing video from the creator. Now, each video has a slightly different message tailored to where that fan is in their subscription status. So you split the groups and then you send a video to each group based on obviously which one they fall into. Now, basically you have two videos for two different audiences. Now, let's talk about the fan group with the renew off originally. So this is sent to active subs with auto renew disabled. So they're still subscribed here, but they essentially won't be staying when it expires. So acknowledge you noticed. So make it feel personal and give them a reason to switch it back on right now. Here is an example script. So, hey, I just checked and saw that you didn't have your renew on. If you turn it on, I'll make you some custom content that I know you'll love. I have a few naughty ideas, but I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. Emoji, end of conversation. So in this scenario here, the fan has basically already left. So you create urgency by reminding them what they're missing, then you sweeten the return with a custom content offer that makes coming back feel worth it. Now here's an example script of this. So, hey, I just saw you're no longer subscribed. You're missing out on all the new content I've made. Here's the deal. If you renew, I'll make you something custom. I've got a few naughty ideas I know you'll love. So after they re-engage with either V1 or V2, depending on which category they fall into, what do you actually send next? So you can send a low value bundle. Now you basically send a discounted content bundle as like the custom reward. So it's low barrier and it has a high perceived value. It's an easy yes. Then you've got the section sequence entry. So open with the start of a sequence. So it gets them engaged and creates a natural upsell opportunity inside of the chat. Now, why does this work? The personalized video feels direct, not like a mass blast, basically, and fans feel seen, not spammed. The custom content promise creates curiosity without revealing the reward, which is what drives action. Now, both paths here leave the door open for an upsell immediately after. Now, strategy number 2. Now look, it is 2026. the end of the day, we need to be utilizing AI. Now, the number one reason fans will turn off their renew is because they think the account is managed. Now, a voice note in the creator's own voice kills that assumption instantly and it keeps them subscribed. So what it is, so basically you create an AI voice clone of the creator and give your chat team access to generate personalized voice messages. Now, every meaningful conversation should include at least one voice note. So when a fan hears the creator's voice directly, this is managed belief disappears and the emotional connection that drives spending comes back. So how this works in 3 steps. Step 1, clone the voice. So record a clean sample of the creator's voice and upload it to 11 Labs to create the AI voice clone. Now, the better the source audio, the more convincing the output. Step 2, train the team. Now give the chat team access to the clone and train them on when and how to deploy it. Every conversation, not just rebuild campaigns. Now make it a non-negotiable standard to utilize these. And step 3, use it everywhere. So you can use it in the voice note DMs, you can use it in mass messages, you can use it in rebuild campaigns. The more the fans hear the creator's voice, the stronger the connection and the lower the churn is going to be. Now, if you want a more in-depth guide on how to do all of this, I'm happy to make another YouTube video. You can drop a comment down below. Or if you want a direct explanation to how we can actually implement this in your account, click the link below, book a call, and I'll walk you through exactly how we can actually do this. Or similarly, drop me a DM on Instagram at DylanFrano and we'll have a conversation there about this. Now, the actual platform we use is 11 Labs. Now, this is the best voice cloning platform available right now. You can upload a clean audio sample, you can generate the clone, and your team can produce realistic voice notes in seconds. The quality is high enough that fans cannot tell the difference. So, where to deploy this? Use every one of these touch points. So every DM conversation in a one-to-one scenario. Mass message campaigns, in your rebuild campaigns, both version 1 and 2 depending on the category. Welcoming new subscribers on day 1, this is a really powerful one. Re-engaging cold fans who've gone quiet, and then also random appreciation moments for loyal fans. Now again, if you want more depth on how to do this, drop me a message and we'll walk you through our exact sort of process on a creator per creator basis. Now, why this works. In a world where every account is managed, the creators, well, most accounts, the creators winning are the ones who feel unmanaged. Now, voice notes are the single most powerful tool for creating that feeling at scale. Fans don't unsubscribe from people they feel they have a real connection with. And nothing builds connection faster than hearing somebody's voice. Okay, and strategy number 3, and this is one of my personal favorites, the FOMO wall content. What do I mean by this? So, you can make the subscription feel worth keeping by posting exclusive, exciting content on the wall that fans can only access if they're actively subscribed, and never replicate this content in like a mass message, okay, in the DMs. Now what it actually is, so you post a blurred teaser video on the OF feed with a keyword CTA. Now, fans then have to message the creator to unlock this, which opens a conversation and lets your chat team price the content based on the fan's individual spending history. Now, the subscription becomes the only way to access your best material. So how to execute it in 3 simple steps. Step 1, post a blurred teaser. So upload an exciting exclusive piece of content to the feed with the preview blurred. Now, make it visually compelling enough that fans feel they're missing something real. Step 2, add a keyword CTA. Tell the fans to message a specific word to unlock it. This forces them into a conversation with the chat team where the real selling will happen. And step 3, price per fan. So once in the DMs, your chat team checks the fan's spending history and then prices the content accordingly. Big spenders pay more, new fans get an easier entry point. Now, what the post caption would actually look like, so a real example. I just posted something I know you're going to want to see. Message me the word tentacle and I'll send it straight to you. Now, this keyword creates curiosity and urgency. So fans who message are self-selecting as engaged buyers, and your team can now personalize the price and upsell from there. Now, the critical rule, when you should do this, post exclusive wall content only available to active subs. Make sure to blur it, blur the previews that is, to tease without giving the full thing away. And make sure to use keyword CTAs to drive the DM conversations, and price each fan individually once they message you based on their spending history. Now, what you should never do, send the same video as a mass PPV or in the DMs. You should not post low effort content. The wall content must feel exclusive in this scenario. Give away the full premium before they're in the DM, never do that. And don't use the same keyword on every post, make sure you vary it. So why does this actually work then? If fans know they can see your best content without being subscribed, through like mass DMs or free leaks, the subscription is going to lose all its value. Now, wall exclusive content makes staying subscribed the only way to access what they actually want. So being subscribed is an inroad to this exclusivity. And that FOMO is what's going to keep their renews on when this tactic is deployed. And now for strategy number 4. gamifying the feed. Again, one of my favorites, and this should be industry standard, right? Whether you're managing your account yourself or you have a team currently, they should be doing this as a bare minimum. 95% of creators post similar content with similar captions every day and wonder why their fans are leaving. So gamification turns passive scrollers into active, engaged participants who have a reason to check the feed every single day. So what is this? Add interactive games, challenges, and polls directly into your feed posts. Now, this gives fans something to compete for, vote on, and react to. When fans are actively participating in the feed rather than passively consuming it, they stay subscribed for longer because now they are invested. So here are 3 game post examples. Number 1, a time challenge. So message me at exactly 10 PM for a free video. So this creates anticipation throughout the entire day. Fans are thinking about the creator for hours before they even interact. Now that builds a daily check-in habit. Now I'm sure you guys have habits of checking your phone every day, whether that's WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever. Let's give the fans the habit of refreshing your feed. Another one is first like wins. So first person to like this post gets a free video sent in their DMs. Now this triggers instant high energy engagement the moment a post goes live. Fans will refresh the feed actively watching for new posts, exactly the habit you want. Similarly, with the comments, you can say, first comment on this post wins something naughty from me, then add a little emoji to spice it up. Now this drives comment activity, which boosts the post visibility on the feed, and the competitive element makes the fans feel the urgency to act immediately. So how do you turn a poll vote into a sale? And I'd run about 2 to 3 of these a week. Post a simple outfit or preference poll, then use the result to open a personalized section sequence or send a targeted PPV in that fan's DMs. Now the fan is going to feel involved, making them far more likely to buy. So here's an example workflow. So you post a poll, red or black outfit, which do you prefer? The fan then votes. So the fan, let's say they pick red, they're now emotionally invested in that outcome. Then you can DM them and sell. So the chat team can open with, you voted red, here's what I got up to in that outfit. Now, consistent polls give fans regular moments to interact and give your chat team fresh, personalized entry points into DM conversations. When it comes to game posts, do at least 1 per week, okay? So like 1 time challenge, 1 first like or first comment post every week keeps the fans in habit of checking the feed daily. Now, why both of these work? So posting similar content every day gives the fans no reason to engage. Now, gamification creates a habit loop and fans check the feed because something might be happening. That daily check-in is the difference between a fan who stays subscribed for 3 months and one who might churn after 3 weeks. Right, so here is strategy number 5, and this is non-generic mass messages. Now, everyone should be utilizing mass messages, okay? But how do you make them non-generic? I'm gonna show you exactly how that is. If your mass messages look like every other creator's, fans will tune out and turn off their renew. The inbox is crowded with this, so the only way to cut through is to sound like a real human, not a copy and paste template. Now what is it? So write mass messages in the creator's actual voice and personality, referencing their real interests, life moments, and brand, and replace generic sexual copy with content that feels personalized and human. Now, you can actually go back and utilize one of our other strategies I mentioned, which is the AI voice notes. Now, that will perform better than text if you can use it where possible, because fans resonate with the person, not like a written pitch, if you like. So here's the difference between generic and personal. So a generic template would be like, hey daddy, I've been so naughty today and I can't stop thinking about you. Want to see what I've been up to? So fans have seen this exact message from 100 other creators. It signals the account is templated and it kills the personal connection and makes them more likely to turn off the renew. Whereas, personality-led example, okay, I just watched the game and I'm fuming, cry face. Needed a distraction, so I filmed something to cheer myself up. I think you're going to like it. So it references something real, it sounds like an actual person, and fans who follow the creator on socials will instantly recognize the personality, which builds trust and then drives action. So the rules for every mass message, how to write mass messages that actually work. Write in the creator's real voice, not like a copied version of someone else's. Reference real interests, so sport, TV shows, daily life moments. Number 3, replace text mass messages with AI voice notes where possible. Never send the same style of mass message back to back. Make sure you vary the angle. If you want our full mass message list and how we rotate them, drop me a DM on Instagram, I can send it over to you, or book a call below and I'll walk you through how this would look on your account. Audit monthly, ask, does this actually sound like a human? And avoid sexual copy that every other creator is already sending. So here's some personality hook ideas to use your real interests. It could be a football match result. It could be a TV show you're watching. It could be a place you're traveling to or a special moment you've had in a location. Food you're obsessed with, a song you're listening to, a funny thing that happened, a possible gym workout or update, or something you just bought. Now, why does this work? So fans subscribe because they felt a connection to a real person from wherever they came from, whichever platform they subscribe from. Now, generic mass messages break that illusion instantly, whereas personality-led messages reinforce it. So when a fan feels like they're hearing from someone they actually know, they don't turn off their renew, because that would feel like losing a connection, not cancelling a subscription. Okay, let's run through strategy number 6, vary your chat content. So look, if a fan unlocks the same type of content 3 times in a row, boredom will set in. The brain adapts to the same stimulus. And when something stops feeling exciting, spending is going to then stop too. So what is this then? Track what each fan has been offered in recent conversations and deliberately rotate the type of content which you're pitching. Sexting sequences, bundles, custom videos, and new content types should all be cycled in. The moment a fan can predict exactly what they'll be offered, your revenue from that fan is going to start declining. Here is the boredom cycle on how fans actually stop spending. So what happens is, the first time they unlock something, it's exciting, it's a big spend, it's new, okay? The second time, it's still good, and the fan will unlock it again. The third time, they're gonna expect it, the spending is gonna drop, and interest will fade. And then the fourth time, you're gonna get ignored, the renew's gonna get turned off, and the fan's going to leave to another creator. So here's the 4 content types to rotate. Number 1, sexting sequences. Interactive, high engagement, and great entry point, but needs to be mixed with other offers. Number 2, content bundle. So higher value, lower interaction. Now it's ideal for fans who have done multiple sexting sequences. Number 3 is a custom video. Now this is the most personal offer, and it's best for fans with like a strong spending history. And number 4 is like a new format. So something fresh, a bit of a different angle, or content types they haven't seen from you yet. So here's a rotation guide and what to offer based on history. So read the pattern, switch it up. So if the last 3 interactions were sexting, you should offer next a bundle or custom video. Why? Pattern is stale, shift to higher value, lower interaction offers. Last 3 interactions was bundle, give them a sexting sequence entry. Re-engage them with interaction and remind them it's a real person. Let's say it was sext, bundle, sext, the last 3 purchases, give them a custom video pitch. So they've engaged and are spending, so escalate to the most personal offer next. Let's say they've not bought in 2+ weeks. Give them a low barrier to entry offer, so re-engage with something easy to say yes to. Get them back in the habit of spending with you. Now, why does this work? Predictability kills desire, and the moment a fan knows exactly what they're going to be offered, the excitement disappears of it, and with that, also the spending. Now, rotating content types keeps the experience feeling fresh, personal, and worth staying subscribed to. Now, track the last 3 interactions for every fan and make rotation a non-negotiable part of your chat process. Strategy number 7, right, is brand consistency. If a fan follows the creator on socials, they're gonna build a picture of who they think she is, okay? Then they're gonna subscribe because of that and get a completely different experience. And that disconnect, that distrust kills the whole relationship instantly and will drive a very poor churn rate. Now, what is this then? So every touch point a fan has with the creator, so this could be from Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, Twitter, Reddit, wherever you come from, it must feel like the same person. The same humor, the same energy, the same personality. When it's consistent, fans feel like they genuinely know the creator, and people don't unsubscribe from someone they feel like they know. So here's the disconnect problem. Who the fan thinks she is. Funny, relatable, warm personality, let's just say. She posts about real life, the gym, food, and travel. She engages with the fans in comments authentically and feels like a real person you could actually know. Now, in the bad scenario, what do they actually get? A generic templated chat response with no personality, just transactional selling, and a completely different tone and energy. And it feels like a completely different person. So things you should look out for here: the tone of voice. So how she speaks, her phrases, her humor, and her style. You should have gathered all this information from the model. You should have QAs checking every single chat constantly so that you can best mirror how the model would actually respond. Now, personality, energy, warmth, and witty. Now, it must match across every platform. Interest and topic, so references the same things fans see for free on the socials. Like if a favorite football team was Manchester City, you need to make sure that is replicated. Now, that is a very basic example, but you've got to know the model inside and out. Now, visual identity, so make sure the aesthetic, style, and look feels connected as well. Let's say she's giving off a cosplay vibe and they subscribe, and all of a sudden she is now a football fanatic, that is not why that subscriber subscribed. So you have to be consistent with your brand image. Now here's an actionable checklist you can actually go away and do from this. Now run this check every month at least. Does the OF chat tone match her social media personality? Now your QA, so your quality analyst, should be giving you these reports, okay? And you should also, as a creator, be receiving these reports as well. Now, does the chat team have a personality doc for this creator? When the model is onboarded, when you as a creator go into a team, have they taken down a list of everything you've told them about your personality? If no, possibly look elsewhere. Now, are the same interests and references being used in DMs? Would a fan who follows her on Instagram recognize her on OF? Is the visual content style consistent with her free content? And has the chat team been briefed on any brand updates? So it's all well and good the creator comes in, gives you this original personality, but look, people change, things change. Real world scenarios change. Make sure you are constantly updating this and keeping your team up to date as well so that it flows throughout the whole business. Now, why this works? Fans don't just subscribe to content, they subscribe to a person. The expectation they've built from free socials is what sold them on subscribing. If the OF experience breaks that expectation, the trust is gone. So consistency across every platform makes fans feel like they genuinely know the creator. And that emotional investment is what keeps them subscribed month after month. Now here is strategy number 8. So random fan appreciation. So making fans feel valued is one of the most powerful retention tools available, and most creators never use it. A single unexpected gesture can keep a fan subscribed for months longer than any campaign ever could. So what it actually is, right? Randomly send loyal fans free or discounted content and a thoughtful personal message or a small gift with no strings attached and no campaign behind it. Now the key word is random here, and it must feel completely unexpected. This is not a rebuild tactic. It is a genuine moment of appreciation that builds the kind of loyalty no discount can buy. And the golden rule is it must feel random. So why randomness is everything. So predictable rewards are going to lose their power. Now, a scheduled appreciation, we don't want this. Sending a free video every month anniversary becomes expected, right? Fans factor it in and the emotional impact disappears and it just becomes a discount they're entitled to, right? Whereas random appreciation, so a free video sent on a random Tuesday with no reason, creates a genuine emotional moment the fans feel seen. That surprise is what builds real loyalty and keeps the renews on. Not connected to rebuild campaigns. I need to make this so clear, right? The strategy must be kept completely separate from rebuild campaigns. The moment appreciation feels transactional, like you want something in return or just after they bought something, the emotional impact disappears. So no upsells, no follow-up pitches, just a genuine moment of making a fan feel valued. So what to actually send, okay? A free video. Send a piece of content with no charge and no upsell attached, just a gift. The generosity itself is the message. Now, a personal voice note or a message that references something specific about that fan shows that you actually remember them. Or a surprise discount, right? So a discounted PPV or bundle sent out of nowhere. It's low cost, high emotional impact when it arrives unexpectedly. Who to send it to? So identify your most loyal fans weekly. So this is fans who have been subscribed the longest without lapsing, fans with the highest total spend over the last 30 days, fans who engage regularly but haven't spent recently, and fans who recently turned their renew back on. That's your 4 categories. Now why this works? So fans churn when they feel like a number. A single unexpected moment of genuine appreciation reminds them they're not just a transaction, they're someone the creator actually values. That feeling is worth more than any discount or campaign. Fans who feel appreciated don't look for a reason to leave, simply put. Okay, now for strategy number 9, right? This is the VIP tier. So most OF creators have no sense of progression on the account, right? So fans subscribe and there's nowhere to go. A VIP structure changes everything. Fans stay subscribed longer and spend more because they're chasing a goal. So what is it? Create an exclusive tier that fans have to work and spend to be a part of. Entry is earned through subscription length, total spend, or a combination of both. VIP members get exclusive rewards, content, and access that standard subscribers simply cannot get. And the chase is what keeps fans subscribed and spending long after curiosity alone would have worn off. The chase is what keeps them going, a bit like real life relationships, really. Now the progression structure. So give fans a ladder to climb, from a standard subscriber to a VIP member. Here is an example. So they come in, new subscriber, they've just joined, they get access to standard feed content and basic DM conversations. Number 2, they're now an active subscriber, so they're consistently subscribed and engaging with content and buying a few PPVs. Then a loyal subscriber, so a long-term fan, high spend and getting close to that VIP threshold. Now, the VIP member, look, they've earned their place, they get exclusive content, direct access and special rewards. So how to earn VIP status, right? The entry criteria options are as follows. They're subscribed for 3+ consecutive months without lapsing. Their total spend exceeds a set threshold, so for example, $500 plus. Their combination of both length and spend, right? So factor both of these things in. They could have spent a shitload of money in less than 3 months, so they also qualify as VIP. Invite only by chat team for top performing fans. Now, what do the VIP members actually get? Exclusive VIP rewards, so content that is never available to standard subscribers. Priority responses and direct creator access. Monthly VIP only gift or free content drops. And a public VIP recognition, so fans know who the VIPs are. Now, that is very simple, a very simple structure you can implement and you should be as an absolute standard. So there's only 3 little parts on that, but make sure you've implemented that. Very quick and easy win. And strategy number 10, the chat team quality. And this is huge. So your chat team is the engine of your retention. If the conversations they're having wouldn't keep you around, they won't keep your fans around either. This is a standard industry now demands, right? Holding your chat team to a high standard of conversation quality, fluency, personality, psychology, and engagement. In 2025, previous year, fans have seen everything. A chat who's robotic, stiff, or hard to follow will actively drive churn. So in 2026, the quality of your chatters is directly connected to your retention rate, and you have to have a high quality chat team. So how do you know if you have a high quality chat team? You need to do the litmus test. So the one question that determines everything. Before you approve a chatter, read through a sample conversation they've written. Then ask yourself one question honestly, not from a manager's perspective, but from a fan's. If I was on the other side of this conversation, would I stay around? So this is what cheap looks like. So a $2 an hour chatter, it's gonna have broken English that feels off and creates distance. It's gonna have a robotic templated replies with no personality. They can't read the tone of a conversation or adapt. Adaptability is key, right? Doesn't know when to push, pull back or escalate, and makes the fan feel like they're talking to a bot. Now, what quality looks like? The high quality chatter, completely fluent, sounds natural, not translated. Genuinely interesting and engaging conversations are being had consistently, understands the creator's personality and voice, knows when to create tension and when to sell, and makes the fan feel like they're talking to a real person, right? Now, the true cost of a cheap chatter. Paying $2 an hour feels like you're saving, but every fan who churns because of a bad conversation is revenue you'll never get back. A single high quality chatter who retains fans long term generates far more than a team of cheap chatters who drive them away. Invest in quality, it pays for itself immediately. So, what high-level chatting actually requires? The psychology behind great chat, emotional intelligence, reading the fan's mood and adapting the tone in real time, knowing when someone needs warmth versus excitement versus tension. Strategic selling, understanding when to pitch, when to build rapport first, and how to make a sale feel like the fan's idea, not a transaction. And character consistency, so staying in the creator's voice and personality across every message. Fans should never feel like they're talking to a different person. Why this matters? There is so much psychology involved in chatting at a high level that you simply cannot buy it for $2 an hour. In this stage of the industry, you should not be tolerating chatters who aren't completely fluent in English or, who can't hold a genuinely engaging conversation. Your retention rate is a direct reflection of the quality of conversations your team is having every single day. Now, what you need to do is go and implement all of this, okay? You now have the full system, 10 different strategies for fan retention. So you've just gone through every retention strategy we use at Prestige Partners, the main ones anyway, to keep churn low and revenue compounding. The difference between creators who plateau and creators who scale past 100K a month is almost always retention. You now have the playbook, the next step is to execute. So let me recap on all the strategies. Number 1 is rebuild campaigns. Number 2 is AI voice notes. Number 3 is FOMO wall content. Number 4 is gamifying the feed. Number 5 is non-generic mass messages. Number 6 is varying the chat content. Number 7 is your brand consistency. Number 8 is your chat team quality. Number 9 is your fan appreciation. And number 10 is your VIP tier. And there's a message from me personally. If you are still reading this, You're already ahead of 95% of creators. Most people consume content like this and do nothing with it. You've gone through all 10 strategies, which tells me you actually care about building something real. Churn is fixable, revenue plateaus are fixable, and the creators I've watched go from 20 to 100k plus a month didn't have better content than everyone else. They just had better infrastructure. If you want help putting the infrastructure in place, I am here to help you with that. So there's two things you can do. You can follow me on Instagram at Dylan Frano for more content weekly like this. So scaling strategies, retention systems, and behind the scenes from running the top 100 OF agency straight on your feed for free. Or you can book a free strategy call. It's free, no pitch and no pressure at all. You have to be a creator earning at least 5k a month plus. You must be wanting to scale to 100k plus a month. If that is you, let's talk. I'll tell you exactly what's leaking and how to fix it. One conversation could change your whole trajectory. Now, you can book directly on the site, okay? dylanfrano.com. This URL may change, just please check the description below in case it has changed. And then you can book directly on the site. You can watch the free training video there and see if it makes sense for you. If it does, you can book directly through there. Now, I am, again, the founder of Prestige Partners Agency. I run it and the agency has managed over 150 plus creators. Now, everything in this series comes directly from the back-end stuff we've built and tested across hundreds of accounts. If it's in here, I promise you it works. Now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you drew maximum value from this. If you want me to break down any strategy in an individual video, or you want me to break it down to you on a one-to-one, either comment below that you want whichever strategy 1 to 10 breaking down and I'll do it, or you want that one-to-one support, you want some PDFs, you want some direct responses, DM me on Instagram or book a strategy call. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you took some value from this. See you all in the next one.